Hey guys, so I've been noticing when we're writing thesis essays that we struggle to write truisms. To jog your memory, a truism is the first sentence of your thesis essay, the first sentence of your argument that really draws the reader in. It is called a truism because it has to be universally true. It has to be true to almost anyone who could read it. It has to be broad so that it is relatable, and it also has to be interesting. Writing a truism is really difficult if you don't know about a certain type of word. So now I think it's time to teach you about this new type of word, this new part of speech that will really help us write effective truisms. Instead of giving you the information and the definition and a list of examples of this type of word, I want you to figure out the definition yourselves. This way, I know you will be able to generate these types of words and use specific ones for your essay to make them truly effective in your truism. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at this data set, look at the words, and I will organize them into either yes column or no column. The yes column means that there are positive examples. They are examples of the new type of word we are learning today. If they're in the no column, they are negative examples. They are not examples of this new type of word. They're just different types of words. When we do that, I want you to look for patterns. Look for a rule. And we will write a group hypothesis from all of your hypotheses that works as a working rule of what makes this new type of word different from regular nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs, right? Because it's a new part of speech. So when you are looking for patterns, think of the rules in if, then statements, because this is how we write hypotheses. So if the word has this quality, then it is a negative example. If the word has this quality, then it has to be a positive example. All right? So let's look at the words, see what you notice. You notice any patterns popping up at you already. Someone says love and faithfulness are related because they're both fruits of the Spirit. It's awesome. I agree. Someone sees pepsin is different from anything else because it is a biology term. It's one of your 7th grade biology vocabulary words. It's one of the enzymes that helps break down proteins in your stomach. So, yeah, really nice that you're noticing things. Someone says heroes have honor. This is great. So we're already noticing some patterns, some similarities, and some differences. This will help us understand what makes this new type of word special. Let me show you an example and a non-example. Yeah, let's do faithfulness. Faithfulness is a positive example. Leg is a negative example. Since we talked about how faithfulness and love are both fruits of the Spirit, let's categorize love. Love is a positive example. Pepsin, that someone noticed, is a negative example. Are you already seeing a pattern? What makes the no column no? What makes it different than the things in the yes column? Keep it to yourself for now. Chair, no. Friendship, yes. These are all examples of this new type of word. Hero, no. Morality, yes. Okay. Can anyone come up with a hypothesis? What patterns do you notice? Someone says, if you can see or touch it, then it's a negative example. Okay, if you can only feel it, then it is a positive example. So you're saying that all the no's you can see or touch. Pepsin, you might need a microscope microscope to see it, but all these things have mass, someone else said, right? A hero, you can go to the fire station and see the heroes that work there. You can see a chair, you can touch a chair, you can see Pepsin, and you can touch Pepsin, though you might not know it. And the leg, you can see and touch a leg. You can't really feel, so you can feel love, but you can feel your faithfulness, okay? And you can feel friendship. And you might feel that things are right or wrong. Okay. Let's see. Let's do honor. Honor. I can't see it and I can't touch it, so it can't be a negative example. But I don't really feel honor. I can feel honorable, but do I feel honor? Maybe. It is a positive example. So what can we change about our hypothesis to better fit the positive examples? Okay. Oh, someone says, if you can only feel it or think about it. Okay, we might reflect on what love is and what friendship is and morality. We might think about honor, but you can't touch or see it. I like that. All right, let's do classroom. I can see it. I can touch it. So it's a negative example. So the hypothesis should work, and it does because this is a negative example. Okay, so the hypothesis is pretty good. What about odor? I cannot see it. I can't touch it. It can't be a negative example. But I do more than feel it or think about it. I mean, I smell it. Well, odor is a negative example. What can we add to the hypothesis? Okay, if you can see, smell, or touch it. Oops, I'm sorry, guys. See, smell, or touch it, then it's a negative example. I can see, sometimes I can smell, unfortunately, and I can touch a classroom. I can see and smell, maybe a hero. I can see. I can't smell, but I can definitely touch. Pepsin, I can see or touch, and a leg, I can see or touch, and hopefully I can't smell your leg unless you dunked it in like maple syrup or something, I'm not sure. So, let's do adversary. I can see my adversary, my opponent, hopefully. I might be able to smell them, and I could definitely touch them. Then it's a negative example. The hypothesis works because it is a negative example. What about echo? Well, I can't see it. I can't smell it, and I can't touch it. So it's not a negative example according to the hypothesis. But I can do more than think about or feel about an echo. What can I do? I can hear it, right? The hypothesis is lacking because echo does not fit. It is a negative example. So what do we need to add? Exactly. If you can hear, see, smell, or touch it, then it's a negative example. You know, sometimes I can hear, see, smell, or even touch a classroom. So this is working out. What about brutality? I might be able to feel the brutality of someone's actions. I can really think about what brutality means. It is a positive example. So you guys have come up with really awesome hypotheses, and we've combined it into one here. We worked at it. It is actually very close to the definition. So I'm going to go ahead and name what these words are. These words are all examples. The yes words, faithfulness, love, friendship, morality, honor, and brutality are all examples of abstract nouns. Great. So abstract nouns is a part of speech. It's a type of noun. It's very different than your normal concrete nouns that exist in everyday life, right? They're part of our physical world. These are things that we can only really feel or think about. I love that y'all added that in your hypothesis. I'm going to go ahead and give you the definition. So abstract nouns, they refer to intangible things. These are things that are not tangible. They're not in our physical world. Like chair. A chair is very tangible. We can touch it. We can feel it with our hands. So these are things like actions, feelings like love, ideals like honor and morality, and concepts like friendship. Friendship is a concept. And qualities, like faithfulness. All of which you cannot sense physically. You can't touch them. You cannot hear them. You can't see them, or you can't smell them. So you guys are really close. You've actually defined it. I love this trick. You guys came up with a little trick. If you can only feel it or think about it, then it's a positive example. Then it's an abstract noun. So this is a great trick you came up with. Let's see if we can come up with more examples. Now that you know the ins and outs, the subtle qualities of what makes an abstract noun abstract, can you come up with any new examples? Hey, someone says truth. Humility might be another example. I love those two words. These are things that you can only really think about or feel. What about hate or jealousy? These are all really good. Any other ones that we can come up with? Let's get some more positive examples in there. What about loyalty? Oops. Goodness. Like, what does goodness mean? That's another fruit of the Spirit. So what does that actually mean? These are all really great examples of abstract nouns. I want you to think about an abstract noun that relates to your thesis. So, for instance, if you're writing your thesis about heroes, maybe you talk about honor or even bravery, right? What does it mean to be brave or to have bravery? Writing a sentence around that concept, or even a couple sentences, could turn into an awesome truism that any reader would relate to and want to know more about that topic and want to hear more from the author that wrote the truism. So, I know that this activity is very different from an activity that we've done before. Usually I give you the definition of a word, and then we think about it and we use it in different ways. This one, I put a lot more of agency and responsibility on you guys to use your brains. I would like you to fill out the following reflection questions on the screen under reflection, and I will be checking those tomorrow or tonight, so please turn these in as you walk out the door.